Hola, buenos dias. It's Caipacho with the weekly Pele report for January 16th of 2019. It's flying by already. It's flying by so fast that I don't even have time for the Pele report, man. I have to start out in my house. I don't have time to go down to the river. So this report is not going to be so romantic. But check out my Buddha, for the North Node in Cancer. I got myself a Buddha fountain. Got to get some water in that baby and go for it. So yeah, I just want to give you the aspects as I go across the street to the creek or something. I don't know. Might run into neighbors or whoever. But today is Wednesday. The moon's in Taurus. It's going to be moving into Gemini by the end of the day. And Friday, she moves into Cancer. Sunday, Leo. And we have, of course, then the super moon total eclipse at 0 degrees 52 minutes of Leo. Boop, 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 boop. On Sunday. Oh man, there's so many aspects going on right now. It's like, wow, it's totally amazing. I don't know if I'm going to squeeze all this in. I have to talk super freaking fast. Today, the sun is conjunct the south node of the moon. Yeah, all right. And tomorrow, not so much. I mean, as the moon moves on, she is going to oppose Jupiter and square Neptune, because we know that Jupiter-Neptune square, is going on for most of the year. So when something aspects one of them, it's going to aspect both of them. Okay. Friday is a huge day. Okay. Venus comes into that exact trine with Mars that I was talking about. All right. Mercury comes into an exact conjunction with Pluto. Been talking about that a little bit, right? And the sun comes into its exact square with Uranus. And that's been going on for a while too. So, then we've got also on Saturday, the moon comes into a square with Mars and opposes Saturn. Because, you guessed it, Mars is in square to Saturn like all week. That square is exact on Monday, okay? So Mars square Saturn, I mean, it's just like one thing after another. I mean, Saturday, the moon, does that. And then Sunday, we have the big day. We have the big eclipse. And, that eclipse, of course, the eclipses are always on very close to the moon's nodes, right? So, that's what we're going to be dealing with. And of course, the moon's nodes are where? Cancer, Capricorn. So the moon is not only full, closer to the earth than ever before, that's why it's a super moon, okay? But it is also going to be coming into this opposition with Pluto and Mercury and the sun. Jesus Christ. If that wasn't enough, oh man, we've also got Venus coming into her exact square with Neptune, because she is traveling, not only trine Mars, but she's coming up to conjunct Jupiter. That conjunction is exact on Tuesday. So we know Jupiter is square Neptune. Well, if Venus is coming up to Jupiter, it's going to be squaring Neptune too. I mean, you can look at the chart at the beginning of the report, because, that lays this all out, way more clearly. So, oh man, so, then on Monday, Mercury moves away, from Pluto and bumps into the south node of the moon, himself. And, I mean, shoo-wee, that just about, is all of the aspects. I mean, I gotta take a minute to digest all that. I'm gonna head down here to the creek, if I can find the frickin' trail. Did I pass the... cutoff for the frickin' creek? With all those aspects, yeah, there's just like so much going on. It's like very easy to lose your way. And, you know, the dry season, the creek's drying up a little bit. I don't know if you can even see it down there. This is my trail. Look at the creek, and I'll see you soon. Okay, I better get going with this sucker before these mosquitoes eat me alive, baby! Ow! Got a little water back there. Okay. I mean, I could go on and on and on about all the astrological aspects, but I know that some of you are not, you know, super into that. So look at the chart, whatever, you know, and the main thing I want to point out is, yeah, the sun square Uranus, okay, and Uranus, I've talked about squaring the moon's nodes. It is separating, okay, but it's still impacting, reflecting, okay, you know, the evolutionary needs of our time. So this is a time where we are super busy, okay? All this energy in Capricorn is about duty. It's about responsibility. It's about business. It's about holding to our commitments. And, you know, the Jupiter square Neptune is too much. Too many commitments. Oh my God, I said yes and yes and yes and yes, and now it's kind of boiling down to I gotta deliver. It's like, ah! I mean, my example is what? I've been getting together with the dream team, you know, and we're putting together this whole workbook for module 2 of the complete course for chart interpretation. Starts February 2nd. Get in on that boat, baby. We're going all into the planets and the signs. So if you do want to learn astrology, this is a great opportunity. I'll put the link down in the notes. There's always links in the notes for everything that I talk about. I get lots of emails and comments, you know, how do I find this, that, or the other thing? There are always links in the notes. Boom. So, you know, to go on with the astrology, it's just like, that, among many other things, is just a lot of business. Business. And Mars square Saturn is just absolutely, okay, you know, famous for saying, get to work, do a lot of work, accomplish a lot of work. Mars Saturn is ambition and drive. So, you know, there is this whole thing going on. And let's look at the moon's nodes are in Cancer, Capricorn. That is the security axis. This is a time where we can feel financially insecure, emotionally insecure. A lot of fears can be coming up. It's like things are changing so fast, and, you know, this business or that stock market or this whatever I've invested in is like changing, and, you know, things are like, you know, things that used to be solid are turning flaky, and things that, you know, are flaky are turning solid, and it's very challenging to decide what boat to get on, what boat to get off, what relationship to get in, what relationship to get out, what, you know, I mean, it's just like, whoa. It's very, you know, it's triggering, and I just want to, you know, repeat over and over and over again, okay, that these times of change, we can look at them in a fearful way, like, I'm insecure, I don't know what's going to happen, or we can look at them as opportunity, because this is a very powerful year, a very powerful time of opportunity. And why do I say that? Because we have an opportunity to make choices and decisions and set new goals and recommit or commit to new goals, all right, and business, personal, whatever, you know, home, family, you know, wherever, you know, from a more conscious place. This is what all this pressure is about. Pluto is intensity. Pluto is pressure. Saturn's coming up to Pluto for the whole frickin' year. Let's face it, and into next year. It's just, you know, this isn't a passing cloud. You want to freaking get used to being in the pressure cooker, baby, because we ain't coming out for a while. And if you think this is all going to go away, you're bullshitting yourself. Ow! It's coming together. We're under pressure for what, you know? It's bringing up all of the deeper issues, all of our family, all of our genetic, all of our emotional past and issues. Why? Because we evolve through our emotions. I mean, this lunar eclipse, the moon is on her own north node. Remember? 2 weeks ago I said, you know what? That solar eclipse, the moon was on her south node. So 2 weeks ago, that was more of a time of the sun was strong and the moon was a little weaker. And the solar purpose needed to be like, boom, set. Now, moon's on her north node. And she says, guess what? That solar purpose and all this thing that you saw 2 weeks ago, now you need to clear the shadows of the past. You need to look at what's truly real for you. You need to get into your inner child, your needs, your inner world. That's what the mantra today is all about, okay? Is like using our feelings as our guide, our feelings as, our intuitive connection. It's the gut. I'm sitting on a branch here, man, and if this thing breaks, I'm in the water. Speaking of water. Oh, God. What you do for a freaking Pele report, huh? Anyway, where was I? So, yeah. Let's not forget, this, the moon is really emphasizing, okay, where the north node is for another year at least. And that is that the path of evolution is coming home to ourselves. And there will be, trust me, I've got, it's like astrology is so freaking cool. It's not even Sunday yet, but we know as astrologers what this eclipse is about and the wave that's coming. This is what's like so super cool about astrology. And not only that, but you can look forward into all of 2019 and all into 2020. And so it's like, this is a time where there are big changes. And I'll say that these changes do have to do with the financial markets. Not only Brexit, but, the economies are really going to be going through some big changes. And one of those, one of the things that's really affecting that is that the central banks with trillions of dollars are now starting to buy into the stock market. Yeah? This is going to radically change, okay, the whole landscape as Uranus moves into Taurus. This is a huge shift and a huge change. And we, as astrologers, we can kind of see this coming, okay? Great instability in the financial markets and in the economies, and, the press. Guess what? The press is making more money through advertising. They're being bought as propaganda machines more than reporting what's actually going on. So the press, being used by these huge financial, influences, largely the banks, okay, are throwing out fear into the public. That fucking thing broke, man. It's like, I don't like to swear because some people say that, you know, their kids listen to the Pele Report. So I like to keep it cool, but got caught a little off guard there. Okay, let's try that, man. Trying not to be in a hurry here, but lower that sucker a little bit. So where was I? Oh yeah. Sudden unpredictable events having to do with the stability, Uranus and Taurus, okay, you know, of, yeah, boom, you know, the mountain is moving, you know, the earth is shaking beneath us, you know, and it is, you know, our survival. Taurus is about survival. And Uranus says, you know what, you better find some new, ingenious ways, okay, of making a living and, you know, playing the game and whatever. And this is where I always say, you know, it's like turn this fear into opportunity. Embrace change. Don't run from change. Don't try to back out. Jupiter, Neptune says, get out, get out. It's like, absolutely not. 2019, things are going to go boom, 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 boom. It's going to be like, and then in 2020, it's time to jump ship. So don't jump ship prematurely. Right now is a time of taking big advantage of the opportunities presented to you. Do the work, this Mars square Saturn, okay? And at the same time, don't forget yourself. This is kind of a time where it's like, you know, the buzzer goes off, you know, at the end of the day when you're done work and you're just like, whoosh, I just want to go home and take a bath. I just want to go home and, you know, have a scotch. Whatever, a glass of wine. I mean, it's just like, put my feet up. Because why? I've done a good job. I love myself. I value myself. And I have put out. And now I want to balance that with taking in. This is a great time as Chiron moves. Oh, fish just bit my toe. I tell you, life is dangerous, man. This is a weird Pele report. All right, anyway. Keep losing my train of thought here, you know. It's just Chiron going into Aries, okay, you know, is healing the wounds around I deserve and I am and I want, and it's okay to want and it's okay to desire, you know, and our feelings put us in touch with our desires, and our desires emanate from our souls so that we can evolve. So listen inwardly. Listen to those desires. They're jewels. They're gold. They want to be integrated and, you know, acknowledged. Kind of tickles now, man. He's just nibbling my frickin' foot off. See how big he is. Oh my God. I thought he was like super huge. He's a little tiny minnow that's about this big. Oh, there's two of them. Anyway, I'll just get this over with. Where was I? The desires emanate from the soul. They are, you know, felt through our feelings. Like evolutionary astrology says, we evolve through our emotions. So all this Capricorn business is pulling us into our heads. And we need to balance that by coming down into our bellies and into our guts. So this is a great opportunity to balance your life between your needs and the needs of other people. And just know that when you're happy, the world is happy. And you know, when you are fulfilled, you are fulfilling the world and the world fulfills you. What is it? You know, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. You know, it's like, yeah. So it's just really being in this place of don't neglect yourself by carrying other people's burdens, or too much, following or listening, or, well, I mean, you need to listen, but I'm saying listen inwardly as well as outwardly, and not blindly follow, some boss, superior, authority figure, family figure, this, that, or the other thing. I mean, yeah, whatever. I could go on forever. I just did the workbook section on the sun. The sun. The sun is our individual power and expression of individuality. And that often threatens the family, the partnerships, and society. So don't think that you can fully express your creative individuality without rocking some boats. And when you suppress Capricorn, Saturn, all this kind of energy can suppress, these needs and desires and emotions, you get messed up. So this is a time, 2019, is a time to look at, feel, and then walk the talk. Put out those feelings and lay new boundaries, break old contracts, make new contracts that include your joy. Ow! Yeah, baby. All right, what's this mantra again, man? My feelings help me stay in touch with my deepest inner truth. Like a steamy sauna or soothing bath. They cleanse, relax, and renew. Is that a great mantra? I mean, I think that, it would be good to... I'm going to repeat that mantra probably 50 times a day. Going through this frickin' supermoon total lunar eclipse. Ah! One more frickin' time, baby. My feelings help me stay in touch with my deepest inner truth. Like a steamy sauna or a soothing bath. They cleanse, relax, and renew. If you're getting stressed out and you got too much tension, go to the water. Go to the water. Inside and outside. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.